Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Saturday. This is the last Saturday for a while, at least that's my goal, to bring you the Weight Watchers weekly meeting topic. I am moving this video to Monday. And since I will be getting weighed on Monday, I thought I would bring you this week's topic today, and then I will be back on Monday with that week's topic and my weigh-in. I didn't want to skip a topic, and I didn't want to double up because then the video would be too long. So we're just going to have the topic of the week this week: how to set goals that work for you. I love when they say work for you, because not all goals work for everyone. Beth Jane, I like her. Before tackling a big goal that will help you on your journey, whether it's about meal prepping, staying active, tracking regularly, or something else, help yourself by giving you the STAR treatment. Try this. Now, STAR stands for something. Do you know? S, specific. T, truly doable. A, active. And R, relevant. The T is my favorite because it has to be, you can have all these lofty goals, but they're not truly doable. You're setting yourself up for failure. And when we fail, it's nothing wrong with failing, but sometimes it does something to our head. It doesn't make us want to try again. And I think they want to keep the positive mindset. So if you set smaller goals that are achievable, positivity, you feel good about yourself. You feel like you can do something, and that makes you want to do more. Be specific. Think about exactly what you want to do and how you plan to do it. I want to make my lunches ahead of time on Sundays. I'll find recipes, make a list, shop, and prep. That's a specific task. Once have our lunches prepped for the week. That's specific. Keep it truly doable. Is your goal realistic? How can you set yourself up for success? Maybe making 5 lunches is a little bit daunting. Maybe start off with like 2 or 3. And then the following week move up to 4. Then the following week move up to 5. Like, to me, that's what makes it like start off small. Sometimes we want to do it all. We watch, YouTube, we go to meetings, we talk to people, we belong to Facebook groups, we read what everybody's doing, and, oh, I want to do what she's doing. Oh, she's trying that. I want to, like they all sound great, and they are great in theory. But if you're bundling them with other things, sometimes it becomes overwhelming for some people. There are people out there that can multitask like nobody's business. Does that make them more successful than you because you can't? No, it just makes them different. Like I would say, don't try to compare yourself to somebody. And there's people that run around like bees, and you're like going, how did they get all this done? Because some people can't sit down. Honestly, they can't. And it's just, they're just hyper, and they have OCD, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not you. You don't have those things. You have to work with what you got. Work with your strengths. And some people, it's the fact that they just can keep active and get it all done. And that's great, but do you really want to be that person? In theory, you think, well, I get everything done, but do you really want to be that hyper-focused on things, that obsessive about things? Then you never get to, and a lot of those people can't sleep because their minds just don't shut down. So there's always something negative to something positive. Don't ever think like, wow, look at what she does, and I want to do. There's always something negative attached to it. Don't think there's grass is never greener on the other side. It's not. Because Sundays get busy, I'll start first thing and lean on quick recipes from the WW app and pre-prepped ingredients. Exactly. Sundays are busy. You got a lot going on. You got kids with activities. You got housework. You don't just get to prep. How fun would you just get up and just prep your food and do nothing else? No, we have to take care of the kids, take care of the dog, take care of the house, and then work on our prep food. And the husband, don't forget about him. So yeah, there's more to do on your list than just prepping your food. So always remember, make it doable. Keep it simple. Take help where you can. Make things quicker. Stay in active mode. Focus on what you'll do rather than what you want to stop doing. I'll set an alarm so I wake up on time and have my notebook, grocery bags, keys, and purse ready the night before. Exactly. Like people were even saying, like when you go to the gym, if you have your bag ready to go, you just have to go grab it and leave. That makes it helpful. Keep it in the car. Keep your extra shoes in the car. If you want to take a walk at lunch, they're there. Try to give yourself a little bit of a step up. Make it relevant. Is your goal meaningful and something you really want to do, not one you think you should do? Like, again, you watch people, you watch Dish with D, and you see the things that I do. Not that I do anything drastic, but like, I want to do that. We all live our own separate lives, and some things just aren't relevant to us, and we just can't get them done. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to find what works best for you, and baby steps to achieve small, sustainable goals. I love having lunch prepped. It keeps me in my points budget and frees up time and energy for other things. True. Same thing with planning. If you even just think about your next meal and what you want to have and figure out the points, you can even put them in your tracker. Remember, you can always change it. You can always adjust your tracker. Just because you put it in doesn't mean you have to keep it in. Even if you put it in Quick Add, you can go in there and adjust that. You can adjust everything. But once you get into a habit of at least trying to get it in there is very helpful. Let's dive a little bit deeper. As a Weight Watchers member, you already have experience breaking down a mountain of a goal. Think about it. If your big objective is losing weight, you're likely focused on the behaviors or smaller goals to get you there, like tracking, staying in your points budget, and eating 0-point foods and being active. But even those hill-sized goals can seem daunting. Where the STAR method comes in, it forces you to think through details and helps you map out a plan that can guide you up the inclines and around the bumps and make the climb feel easier. It makes you think, and sometimes we do. We have to stop and take time and think. And that, how many of us don't have a few minutes? But you have to give yourself, like I say in the beginning of all my videos, thank you for taking time to watch this video. Making yourself a priority and doing these things helps you. Coming to these little meeting topic videos helps you. It gives you that little bit of, maybe inspiration to tackle the tasks at hand. Setting and achieving manageable goals gives you a taste of success. That boosts your confidence. That's what I was looking for earlier. Confidence. And builds momentum that helps you fuel your entire journey. When you're in a positive mindset, good things happen. When you feel good about yourself, good things happen. This is an example. When I first got my CPAP machine, I was getting treatment. I lost like 50 pounds the first 6 or 8 months. And I went back to the doctor. It's like, wow, you lost because that's great. And I said, yeah, people are like, oh my gosh. He goes, it's not the machine that's making you lose weight. He says, the machine is making you feel better so you can tackle losing weight. He says, what you do is hard. Planning and doing this and doing that. Because if you're tired, you're not going to want to do any of those things. So when you feel good, good things happen. That's why sometimes the lives are key for you guys, because I know it puts you in a positive mindset. You enjoy the time we spend together. It reinvigorates you. So hopefully for the next day, you make better choices, make better plans. And that's the whole idea of the live. If you didn't know that. Yeah, sometimes we just go off track and we just chit chat, but I guarantee you leave there happier, more content, and in a better frame of mind than when you came. If you don't, let me know. We'll have to work on that. 3 fast facts. Setting goals that leverage your natural strengths, preferences, and tendencies increases your confidence. The more you feel that you can accomplish something, the more likely you're actually going to do it. Creating goals around behaviors allows you to focus on things you have immediate control over. Some things we don't have control over, and we have to relinquish that. Is that hard for some people? It is. There are people that can't. And you have to just let it go. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes you're not in control of the food that is presented to you. But you are in control of the choices that you make that's there. Just because there's things there doesn't mean you have to make a bad choice. Don't say, well, it's all they had, so I had to eat that. Was it all they had? Or is that you chose that because it was there? I've done it. I've been there. That's why I say some things like that, because I've been there where it's like, well, it's all she served. Well, did she have a salad? Well, yeah. There was chicken. So why did I choose to have the egg roll? This cheesesteak egg roll, because I stinking wanted the cheesesteak egg roll. Nothing wrong with a cheesesteak egg roll. Just keep it to one cheesesteak egg roll. Don't have a few because what's all they had. You know, the lies we tell ourselves to justify eating. I could write a book on that. I think I have a video. I'll take a look. It's called The Lies I Tell Myself. Because sometimes in order to make myself feel better, I'd lie myself. And I believed it. You know, it's a coping mechanism. It's because I wanted to eat it so bad that I thought of a reason that's all I had. But yeah, when you stop lying to yourself and start realizing and planning and thinking and strategizing, you can have that cheesesteak egg roll. You have to strategize to have it. And yes, it takes a little bit of thought, a little bit of work, a little bit of planning, and maybe the STARS technique. It does. I mean, you have to if you want something bad enough, figure a way to fit it in. I say it all the time. That's what I mean. Figure a way to fit it in. You want that cake. All right, get the points for the cake. Figure out how you can do that. We have weeklies. Get some activity points in. If you want to save points from the day before, roll over 4 points. If you're going somewhere that has a cake that you just cannot live without. They're having a chocolate chip cake. There's a place that makes the best chocolate chip cake. And you go to that party and you know they're going to have that cake. And you know you're going to have it. Again, do you have to have a mammoth piece of it saying, well, it was my cheat day? No, I'm telling you, you could have a nice 3 or 4 bite piece of cake that's this big and it's totally saturated. You don't have the one that's this big. Like we're justifying, well, it was her birthday. Well, nobody's saying not to have cake. It's the size of cake. I say that all the time. It's not what we eat. It's the amount of food we eat. That is so key. Key. I'm giving you all the tips that I didn't know. So you have a leg up. So that is it for this week's topic. I didn't want to miss it. I guess we're starting the new year off with all these kind of, what are they calling it? Goals. Because it's the new year. Goals, resolutions, intentions, whichever you call them. Set a few. Set a few for yourself. If you don't achieve them, it's better to try and fail than to have never tried. And don't always assume you're going to fail. Do we look for an excuse? Well, I never do it anyway. Always try. Give it your best. So that is it for me today. So I hope you enjoyed this I did make it quick. I will see you again on Monday for next week's reading topic and my weigh in. So have a great rest of your Saturday. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment below how your week went, how you did on the scale. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think? How to set your goals that work for you? What do you think of this topic? I think it's good for this time of year. It's the time of year. It's January. It's what we do. I always say we live our lives like Groundhog's Day. Every year every year we have Christmas. It's like we live the same thing year after year. So yeah, January is going to be the year of I'm going to do it. I'm going to make that resolution. I'm going to empower yourself to give it the best shot you can. You owe yourself that. You deserve it. So that is it for me. If you are new here, welcome. If you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, join us here at Dish with D. It does help out my channel if you hit that subscribe button. It does help out my channel if you thumbs up, you comment. It all is interaction with my channel, and I totally appreciate it. It gets me through. It helps me out. It tells YouTube that, hey, this channel's not that bad. So give it a thumbs up. And if you don't have a YouTube account, you just have to set one up with an email. It's totally free. And you can follow all your favorite YouTubers. You'll get notified when they upload videos. They'll come right on your feed. Makes life a whole lot easier. So I would definitely appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. So have a great rest of your day, my lovelies. Ta-ta for now.